Hello. There we go. It's being picked up again. God damn this thing. Yeah, yeah. I'd imagine it would make anyone laugh. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Thank goodness. We need my sound disappear. It seems this mic of mine decided to mute itself randomly. I truly apologize for that. It was, it was, yeah. I just had to, reset it and give it a damn wake up call. But okay, now that you guys can hear me, as I was saying, so this is the breakdown for the Moonbagz that was sold. This number shows the amount of USD that went into Moonbagz, so 169,750. Okay, I won't tell Vegas either. Look, I know nothing. If y'all don't know, I don't know. It's all good. I still don't know where Vegas is, so there's that issue. Uh, really starting to think I need to do the reveals myself. Well, this really is just a me and you party tonight, hey? But yeah, so no, we can see like Deepin was obviously the most popular, and then we had AI, and then AJ, and memes, and RWA, and GameFi, and then Magic Formula, Blue Chips. I mean, it's super sad that like one of the lowest was DeFi. It's very sad. Why DeFi do so badly? I'm I do wonder if various things that uh bloody hell. Let me just check the itinerary for tomorrow quickly. Yep, intro, pools, games, testimonials, farms, data, stats and performance, game, Q&A game, ending. Yep, nothing about Moonbag's revealed tomorrow, so I have no clue what is happening tonight. It is the time that we're supposed to do it, right? We did this the same time last week and the same time before that, just a different day. Yeah, issues. Okay, I'm gonna go DM him quickly and just double check. Oh no. Okay. Beerus is online. He's replying. Hello, everybody that joined. We are still waiting on Various. I am getting a reply to know what is happening. Oh goodness. Okay, it is live, so okay, it's official, guy. It wasn't me. Various just happened to fall asleep when we were supposed to start the stream. I am. Various said I should stall, so I'm going to stall as much as I possibly can. And on this exciting page, we can see the amount of NFTs that each category sold. This is excluding NFTs that were sold through the partner, which is NLG.ai, or Never Let Go. So those, if we add those numbers, then it's probably a little more than this, but it's not by much. It's not a very big difference. But hey, we did have that, which is cool. But it's very cool the kind of numbers that we have. So when Vedas is talking like, lowest contribution. Some of it is very small, like really small, like Pelton only sold 61 and Clifton was just sold 138. So those two kind of have a little bit of a bigger bag, so their contributions towards any coins or so on will be a little bigger. Okay, now I'm just babbling nonsense. No one wants to hear about that, right? Okay, let me show something else. Let me show something cool then. Hopefully I got cool stuff. I'm not gonna show that. That's for tomorrow. We got the Monster of Arms. So this dashboard over here shows all of the data for all of the past payouts, how that we've been doing, and all of those kinds of fun things. So we have 1,067 recipients this week, and it was paid out to holders was 6,400. So we can see this pretty little chart here. It just shows a little bit lower than in the initially. However, we did have this peaks over here. This was the in February when everything was peaking and like everything was just pumping. I mean, between 450 people, 71K. It was glorious time. Okay, Ferris is here. Let me pull him up. Good evening. How was your nap?
Face first on a keyboard, not great. Do not recommend. Hello,
Oh,
hello, my adoring public. I was
yes. Don't
throwing
forget.
alpha to the wolves and seeing what happens.
No, no, don't do that again. I was very confused. I was sitting over here thinking, what? Did I miss the time? Did I not set the time right?
No, you were good, and welcome to. I see a couple of people in the crowd by their comments. All right, I guess we should get to it since we are late.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, let me pull up our reveals for this week. Okay, so I think these names are starting to get more known, so you might recognize a few of them. Let's start with AI, and the name is PAL AI. PAAL, not your pal as in PAL, but hopefully it will be friendly to all of us with its price action. So for those who don't know PAL, they are basically an AI-driven platform. They let you create your own different AI bots. They leverage machine learning with the artificial intelligence. Um, their token, you can stake for rewards, and it's very small. There is a small lockup to it. So we're going to have to see which option we choose. I think even though there's a small lockup, we're pretty safe doing it because the lowest one is something like 14 days. So while we want to always have liquid staking in our Moonbagz, I don't think that the price is, going to skyrocket in the next 14 days. So we might be okay locking up a little bit to, to get some rewards for the next few months. You can use PAL tokens within the platform to access the services and the analytics tools. So that is essentially PAL. What do
I
we
think
think
the
about
most
PAL, Alpha?
I think the most important question is, do they have governance?
It doesn't seem that the token is used for governance, so
Well,
we're 0 for 1
well,
today.
well, that's different. Hey, 1-0 so far. Sounds interesting though. Sounds like a real fun, cool kind of token with lots of different cool things behind it.
Yeah, let's see. How is its price action holding up lately? I think it's actually one of the ones that's almost in the green, while most things are still red. Um,
I love the icon though. It looks like a brain, maybe. I don't know. Seems like a brain.
yeah, the past month they're not down much. So compared to most alts, they're doing pretty decent. But they are red in the month. So let's just see. They are up though 6x for the whole year.
Oh,
But we didn't buy them a year ago, so that doesn't help.
yeah, that really doesn't.
But yes, they're they're on their way to being profitable for us, and I think we must have got them somewhere around the 27 or 28 cent mark, going by memory, and they're currently in the 20-21 cent range. So all
Mm,
right, that
it's
was
close.
our AI pick. Let's see. Hello, Ibn Umar. All right, doesn't seem anyone has a question about PAL.
Only Dan
So,
making jokes.
next up, we have our blue chip. And this one is one that a lot of people think is going to go big places and surprise people. And that is Toncoin. Um, Ton, which stands for the Open Network, is the native cryptocurrency of the Ton blockchain, developed and working with Telegram very closely to facilitate decentralized applications, payments, and services. We know Telegram has what, like 900 million users or something at the moment. They might have crossed even the billion threshold. So they plan to use Toncoin more and more for transaction fees, payments, and services in all kinds of bots and apps related to Telegram. And then, yes, they also have a small staking reward. I think it's validator level type rewards where if you stake it to help secure the network, it's something like 3 or 4% a year, I think. So that is, but I don't think there's any lockup. So we will be, we're going through all the tokens and doing all those opportunities. So as soon as we get it staked, we'll be earning a little extra on it. So that would be our blue chip pick, which is Toncoin.
Ton is interesting. Like I think they've fully integrated with Telegram at this point. Like Telegram has its own wallet, which is the Ton wallet. So that's
Mhm.
cool. I mean, that's like
Tele-
literally putting
Telegram
yourself.
is to chats what Solana is to blockchains. So, not a fan of Telegram, but yeah, a lot of people are for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. It's so weird.
Yeah. Well, we don't have to like Telegram to make profit off Telegram. So,
That is very true. I mean, the chains will make us some good profit. It's fine. Do your degen things.
yeah. Ton is, I'm just checking, is it approaching the top five now? Let's find out. It is number 8 of all the crypto out there. So a
Yeah.
lot of people think it will try to make the top 5 this bull cycle. So we shall see. It's currently at a $17 billion market cap.
Damn. That's grown quick.
hmm And in 1 year, it's only up 3.8x. So it's not, not up as much as things like PAL over the year. I guess because it started at a much, much, much higher place.
Yeah. Yeah. Powell kind of had a lot more room for growth in that
hmm
sense in a shorter period.
Yeah. All right. Let's see if anyone shows. Anyone have any comments about Ton? Looks like not. So let us move on to DeFi. And although this one sounds like it should be a meme coin or GameFi token, it is not. It is Spell Token. And Spell Token, spelt SPELL, is the governance token. There you go. For Abracadabra Money, which is a protocol that lets users mint stablecoins using interest bearing tokens as collateral. The main utility of the token is governance. So spell holders can vote on protocol changes and improvements, but you can also stake spell to earn some platform fees and additional spell tokens. So that is spell. And yeah, abracadabra dot money. Does money just appear if you say the words? Well, only one way to find out.
Print those, what was it? Stables. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is a top 500 coin. It's number 384 right now. Taking a look, it's yeah, performed about the same as all the other alts we're looking at the past month. Over the past year, it's up 7%, so not a lot, but it has shown that it's hit some much higher peaks than where it is right now. So, wow, all time the all time high is 3.5 cents. Now it's 0.0005 cents.
Oh my goodness.
So we're looking at, yeah, last cycle high of 2 billion market cap versus the current about 80 million. So you can see there's 25x potential to get back if it got back to its all-time high.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Crypto Vault.
I can see actually yesterday, Spell has broken above its 200-day moving average. Always a bullish sign.
That is a bullish sign. So
All right.
maybe it'll start pumping. Hopefully, it pumps it in the next like few weeks, and then we get just be like, okay, we're done with Spell now.
Well, DPIN. Our DPIN category has a couple of the ones that someone pointed out, I think yesterday or the day before, were taking some hits. Was it because they had OPSEC and they had Scalia infrastructure? So
Yeah.
this one seems like it's a blue chip DPIN pick, which is HiveMapper. HiveMapper, uses it's the token Honey, and it basically contributes map data. So it's a decentralized mapping network that allows users to contribute and earn rewards from their contributions to build a global map using dash cams. So it's basically a real product. There's real users contributing, and it's been growing nicely. The token can be used within the HiveMapper ecosystem, or just speculated on and such. It is not stated as a governance token. It is a rewards token though as well. So you got to make sure that the inflation rate is kept in check, which for Honey it is. So Honey, I think, is one of the top 3 or 4 tokens by cap on Solana. And let's just see how it's been doing. HiveMapper. Oh, Honey. All right, it's number 251 today. And it's actually up for the month by 0.5%.
Oh.
And then up 3.5x for the year. So it's still a very small market cap. I mean, it's only 151 million. So it's something with that product and user data that's always sought after. I can imagine this easily going at 10x without breaking a sweat. So that's something on the DPIN we'll have to keep our eye on, but looks like it's already on major market. Like, it's on Kraken, it's on some other exchanges, it's on Coinbase. So much as we don't like sexes, they're still important for now. And being only on a couple of the tier 1s versus being on just a bunch of small ones is a good sign for it. So
That's great. Oh, we got a question. How much of Deep in Bag is Honey? So what percent, I suppose?
let me answer that with pulling up our magic internal Moonbagz spreadsheet. So Honey, it has 5,000 US dollars essentially in it. We got in at 7 cents and 4/10 of a cent. So that current price is 6.5 cents. So we got in at 7. It's at 6.5. We're not down by much on Honey, and we expect it can definitely do big things. 5,000 out of the bag. I think the DPIN bag, just looking quickly, was 14, 24, 33. Yeah, about 33. So you're looking at 5,000 out of 33,000 is dedicated to the Hive mapper in the Deepin basket.
Hmm. Was it deep in one of our biggest sellers? Or was it? Am I getting confused? Ah, I could
Um,
have.
I mean, I think Deepin came in pretty high, if I remember.
Hey, let me just double check that.
Yeah.
Oh, Deepin was our highest seller.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah.
was
So
our biggest seller.
after Honey, we still have picks that have another 5,000, 6,000, and then 8,000. So the top end of them that we'll reveal in the next weeks have some good amounts in them.
Oh, that sounds interesting. Crypto Vault says cool, sounds promising. Yeah, it does actually. It
Yeah.
sounds like a really cool product. And I've been hearing that people are really obsessed with getting them those Hive mappers. So must be really, people must really love it.
Yeah. We'll see if they love it 10x or 20x, or maybe it'll just be, a 2x, a 3x. Can't see it really going down since it's holding up strong when the market sucks right now. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with it. Let's see what our next pick is.
I think it was
Oh,
our
next we
GameFi.
have GameFi.
Yeah.
So this one is actually one I actually got long time ago last cycle. I got some of it in the pre-sale on Blocktopia, if anyone remembers them. And the game is called Sidus, Sidus. So it is it still falls under the old terminology of play to earn. Combines a bit of PvP, RPG, and metaverse elements. It's obviously got a sci-fi theme to it. So it's the in-game currency basically. The Sidus tokens are for in-game transactions. You can purchase upgrades, NFTs, and such. And then there is some staking and rewards, and you can participate in governance. Although I think the governance is more. They have a second token called Senate, and I think that one's all about the governance. I don't think the Sidus lets you do too much from that perspective. And their game is fully out, so let's just see. I want to see if we can get live players. Oh, Sidus Heroes, Sidus Nation. Oh, looks like they're starting to do stuff with Ton now. I see they have a Ton
Oh,
Telegram app store. And yeah, they
yeah.
have a cooperative transactions per second. Not sure what that is. But yeah, they're expanding. Sidus Heroes. I don't think it reached the heights of their hype that they had back then, because I'm pretty sure their all-time high was something like 18 cents. Let me check. And unfortunately, when you buy those pre-sales, you're locked investing. So when that massive spike out the gate came, everyone was locked, bought in the pre-sale, and nobody could sell.
Oh, that's rough.
But it has continued onwards and keeps growing and expanding. And yeah, it looks like the all-time high was 18 cents, and the current price is 0.00233. So it is down 97% from its all-time high. Yet it still has only a $22 million market cap. It ranks in the top 750 coins. And it's something with, they did come through. They did get the game out, and it looks like they're expanding horizontally on it with different types of apps and different chains, and now Telegram stuff. So I feel like, yeah, they followed through. They didn't, take the money and run like a lot of GameFi projects back then, or fail, or get stuck, or even our own games. We didn't have a token raise, but our games got stuck with whelps and heroes and villains. So we know how difficult it is to build a game through the bear. And yeah, Sidus pulled through. A lot of people know them. A lot of influencers way back then were in on their pre-sale, so I'm sure have a lot of tokens, which means I'm sure it's going to get pushed pretty hard when the market's better.
Mm.
And
People are going to,
at such a rock bottom, there's not much downside risk at this point. So
damn. So if they had 0.003, I think if they eat like 3 cents, they should 100x. Hopefully they can do that. Or was it
yeah, I
0.03?
mean, it's 22 million market cap. So 100x is 2.2 billion market cap, which is definitely not unrealistic. But even if it gets into the 100 millions, then it's a 10 or 20x at least.
Mm, you'd gotta eat at least at 100 millions. That would be cool. Let's get that 10x's minimum.
All right, let us see what we have next on the list. So for L1, L2, we have Métis. I'm going to pretend it's pronounced Matisse. I don't know how it's pronounced. But Matisse is an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution using optimistic rollups like most of the L2s do to give you, again, like most L2s, better transaction speed, have their own DApp ecosystem. Their token is for the staking and governance, and it's also paying the transaction fees. So essentially, it's their gas token, just like
Mm.
Ethereum, ETH is to Ethereum or Base, or Sol is to Solana and such. So yeah, we're betting on the chain more than anything. If the chain grows and it has a pretty big fan base, if the chain grows, well, obviously the gas token is going to grow with it and be the first token to really rise in value. So yeah, Matisse, see how they've been doing as of late. Well, they're in the top 200. They have an almost $200 million market cap. Yeah, they were about 4.5 times higher earlier this year in March when everything kind of had a nice push. I believe March was when the new Bitcoin all-time high was set, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So yeah, so they were up quite a bit, doing quite nicely back then. For the year, they're up 110%. And yeah, we'll see if they're able to carve out a niche and if they can do something to set them apart. With all these layer twos, I think a lot of it just comes down to marketing, and we'll see, if they're able to keep growing from what they've established so far.
Yeah, definitely marketing and resilience. I mean, okay, maybe not really resilience because Solana, but definitely marketing. Say they market well, we could definitely be seeing Meteors because I've never heard of them before this. So clearly their marketing hasn't been working.
Yeah. Well, looks like yesterday they announced a new $100,000 grant program for attracting devs to build on their chain. So we'll see. I'm sure you'll get a lot of the big ones that are already on most chains just come over, and they seem to suck up the grants pretty quick because they can
Hmm.
just easily release whatever their current product is. It's just adding a chain, right? So really doesn't take a lot of effort when you're someone like that. And I noticed they tend to, as soon as there's funds announced, it's like, hey, this product is suddenly available on the chain.
Yep, yep, that tends to happen. Yeah, they really do suck it up. But that's actually a surprisingly small grant because I know most other chains tend to go for like million, 2 million, 5 million grant if they want to attract new people.
Yeah, but
Or
I guess it depends on the terms of the grant too, because 100 grand up front is a lot more than I've seen. Where a lot of those multi-million
ah,
ones, you have to bring them, tremendous transaction volume to unlock any of the actual grant. So
and it was like 5K. Yeah, I know.
yeah,
Polygon
for,
did
for
that.
example, on Scale Network as Master Brews, we have a signed $5 million grant. The numbers are pretty unrealistic. We'll never reach them, but um, yeah, it's something that it's very hard to reach some of those grants. The numbers that are involved, very, very, very few of them are actually upfront. So
Well, okay then.
This team's a joke. Save your money, they will rob you. I guess he doesn't like Matisse.
Yeah, apparently so. Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's a shame, you don't like our pick, but luckily it is just one of many, many picks. So
What do we got next? Memes.
next we have memes. So this one is a base meme. It is not Brett, it is Toshi. And Toshi has a really, really strong community. There's obviously not a lot to say about utility, other than they might include token burns at some point. They've mentioned no plan on that. Right now, they do reward their community with some of the Toshi tokens as incentives. But a lot of people that I've seen talk on base really like Toshi's chances. Some people have claimed, they think it'll flip Brett in the bull run and such because it does have a stronger community, which is a lofty goal for it. I think right now, obviously Brett has a much bigger lead, but yeah, it's a meme, right? So there's not a lot we can say about it other than if base chain runs, I guess people who are cat loving, meme coin holders. There's quite a lot of those out there. A lot of cat coins. Toshi's the cat token on base for them. So it's currently the number 2. We'll see if it can ever approach being the number 1 meme on base. But if base does really well as a chain, it's probably going to do really well as a cat coin. So that is our pick for memes for this week.
People really do love either their cat or their dog memes, eh? I feel
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
some people are just cats and some people are just dogs, but then there's people that's like, no, cats and dogs. So,
Bullseye keeps asking when his coin is coming, but
oh, poor Bullseye. He hasn't made it yet.
nope. All right, we'll move into RWA, real world assets. So we got Swarm Markets, and Swarm Markets is regulated, which is pretty rare for a lot of these DeFi
Oh,
projects. And they're a platform that bridges TradeFi and blockchain by tokenizing real world assets to be traded securely. Again, a regulated one, which is very, very rare at this point for most, DeFi in general, let alone some of the RWA stuff. So, yeah, their token utility is for staking and governance. It can be staked for some very minor rewards and fee discounts. Obviously, if you hold tokens, it gives you discounts on things like their trading fees. So, Swarm Markets, let's just see how they're doing as of late.
that is interesting. I mean, to be fully regulated. Wow. Okay.
So there's a couple of swarms, so don't get confused. They are SMT. They are this month, following most alts, they're down 22% for the month. They are up 550% for the year. And as they are pretty new, they're at a $30 million market cap right now. Let's see, if RWA is a really hot narrative, and these guys have a leg up by being regulated. We'll see where that gets them. Taking a look right now, just see they have about $13 million of TVL in their protocol, which is all asset backed. So yeah, it looks like they have NVIDIA stock, for example. So if you want to invest in stocks or gold or U.S. Treasury bonds, you can even invest in BlackRock, it looks like. You can do that through Swarm itself here.
Oh, that is dope. Yeah. Who needs to go to some weird ass, what is it called, broker? Just go to Swarm. It's done. You got it.
Yeah,
That
and
is
then
cool.
so they do have an ISIN number. I guess that's part of the regulations.
Yeah.
And yeah, looks like they have something where you can build your own custom marketplace and white label it. I'm a big fan of white label features. I always think that's a great way to expand. So yeah, it's cool they have that. But essentially, Any asset can be tokenized in a compliant environment, including real estate, stocks, bonds, carbon credits, private holdings, collections. So I suppose if you have a Pokemon card collection, you can tokenize that and trade it on here if you want. And yeah, that's pretty much Swarm. Let's see. Yeah, no, maybe he was talking about us. I think I've seen that Mickey name before come in. Says the same thing all the time and then leaves. And
Oh,
pretty sure it's because he entered during Degens, was someone who didn't know what he was entering, didn't read anything, and then is just upset. So that's okay. We have plenty of people who will probably vouch for us, just like CryptoVault is mentioned here. So thank you, CryptoVault. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure they've been here complaining before, and they were from Degens. So
ah, okay. Yeah, that would make sense. We've
yeah,
had a few people like that.
yeah, and you know what? It's people who they see a video quickly or they just jump in, and we've seen them, right? We've laughed at some comments that came in and said, "Hey, I just threw a bunch of money in this thing. Now what is it?"
Yeah, yeah. We've actually just thinking about it is funny.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Hey,
Yeah.
Richard. Good to
Hey,
see you,
Richard.
Mr. Balding. Um, but yeah, I mean, obviously, we've gone over degens in the past. It was specifically meant to try to do ROI dApps a little bit differently, but all the risks were hopefully, very clear. Most people got that. And now they're still recovering, right? They're still getting paid every week, as little as it might be with the current results. They're still going to continue to get paid and then have that option for Blobby very soon to get into auto compounding. So nothing, I don't think Degens misled people in any way. I think maybe just some people jumped in. Maybe they saw a video that gave them a bit of FOMO, or someone told them about it but didn't explain it to them. So yes, unfortunate if you didn't, read or really look into it, but we can't do much about that part. All right, let's get back to tokens. So our
Yeah.
next one is from these next four are from our guests, who again were busy, couldn't be around today. But we will just explain a little bit about their picks, not why they picked it. So from James Pelton, we have Tau, which is BitTensor. So BitTensor is, under the AI, essentially a little bit of DePIN maybe, but I'd say it's definitely more an AI token. It's a decentralized machine learning network that incentivizes creating and sharing AI models through a token-based system. The token, you can use it for staking, for model training, and then it can be earned by contributing your computational power. So effectively, you can mine some if you want, in a sense. And then it's a governance token as well. Tau token holders can participate in network decisions. So BitTensor Tau, I know a lot of people think is one of the, going to be one of the top ones. Let's just see what size it is right now. It is number 38 on the crypto list. So it's just at about a $2 billion market cap, just above sort of similar, competitors like Render. And it's on the year, it's up 3.3x. Again, had a pretty good peak in March this year. And yeah, it's new, so it's, it never really went through a bull cycle before. It came out in looks like around April 23. So we shall see what happens with Tau. Obviously, it is one of the larger coins, being in the top 50, and a lot of people talking about it constantly, day after day. If AI continues to be a hot narrative for the bull cycle, then it should do well. Let's see.
Tao's got the really cool kind of thesis to them. So,
Yeah,
and
all of Pelton's were equally split. So on his, I believe they each got, let's see, a couple $100 each, but yeah, so each of his picks got $300. So not a ton of money in Tau there, but it it's all about the percentages regardless.
Yeah, and the aces they can bring us.
Yeah. All right. So next up we have Magic Formula. Michael from Chainlink. Oh, sorry, Chain Factory. I always say Chainlink. Chain Factory and Upfront DeFi, and he picked Architect. So Architect, ARKI. Let us see how they're doing lately. They have they must be algorithm controlled because they have the most up down up down up down looking chart I've ever seen, which is typical of usually when they're running the maker bots themselves perhaps, or they have some type of algorithm to their formula. I don't know much about Architect, but let me just see quickly. The notes I gathered was it's based on building a decentralized infrastructure for smart cities, leveraging the Internet of Things with AI technologies. Their token is used for staking and governance, and as well as accessing those platform services. And ARC tokens, incentivize developers to contribute to the smart city infrastructure. Let me just see if this is how their website looks. So Architect's slogan is "The world is in your hands." Yeah,
I
so
think I'm
this doesn't mention smart cities, so I perhaps. Oh, wait, this is Architect. Okay, I think there was a typo here. Let me go from CoinMarketCap. Okay, here we go. So yes, community solutions. Okay, so they have portal bots, community management solutions, Chatmate, Telegram rating bot, and some other things. So I don't think they mean smart city is in an actual city. It looks more like it is, yeah, really around just leveraging AI in different bots and things to enhance communities and growth, kind of growth hack, I guess, if that's still a term. A lot of the stuff is coming soon, I can see. So looks like this one's probably a boom or bust prospect here, I would say. And Magic, I think, likes a lot of those types where there's the chance for a really, really big return, a big reward. I know he mentioned that a lot of his picks, he knows the teams personally, so good chance he knows the guys at Architect and maybe is privy to more information than we are. But we'd have to ask him whenever he's around.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. If everything is smart, then it's just cities and just phones and just watches, right? Well,
Ah,
that's like when people say a blockchain game. Eventually, no, it's just going to be a game. You don't have to mention blockchain because nobody mentions like, hey, this is a MySQL database game, or this is a XYZ game. So it's all the same. Once it becomes standard enough, you just remove the extra adjective, right?
yeah. Yeah, once it's standard at least. But for now, it's kind of like it's a blockchain, because it's a buzzword and everyone wants
Mhm.
to know about the blockchain part.
So
Nobody really does.
Richie has gone with one that is on the Bitcoin network, which is Sats. And
Oh
Sats
yeah.
coin, I don't know, I got different opinions here looking it up. There's a couple of versions, and I couldn't reach Richie to verify, but pretty sure the one we have is the one that is treated essentially as a meme coin, but can also be used for microtransactions. And they really want it to be used for small things like tipping or eventually some online purchases. But yeah, it also, a lot of the info seemed to cross over into meme coin land. So I guess It's either both, or I need Richie to just clarify perhaps to me some of the info on it. But the one that we have is basically SATS. It was represented as SATS 1000 because it was
Mm.
such a small denomination, right? SAT stands for Satoshis, which is the smallest denomination of a crypto coin. And that's obviously named after the infamous Satoshi Nakamoto, um, who people have their guesses, obviously, who that is, who started Bitcoin and such. And is it a real person? Was it a foundation? Was it a group of people? Nobody knows. So yeah, Sats. Let's see how they're doing. So they're not doing well today. They're down 6%, but for the month, they're actually green. They are up 56% this month. And for the year, they're down 50%. So seems like they're actually on the upswing right now, which is, unlike most altcoins. And yeah, they haven't been around that long. They came out in December 23. $660 million market cap. We'll see. I know they also had some ties at one point when ordinals was hot. People were starting to try to price them in sats and such. So it's something, I guess we'll see how the Bitcoin environment develops. I think there's a controversy because a lot of Bitcoin people and Bitcoin investors don't want things on it like ordinals. They don't want things like meme coins. They want it to strictly be a store of value type network, and they don't want to scare off institutional investors by having things like meme coins and other tokens on it. But then again, there's also layer twos for Bitcoin out there. So yeah, this was Richie's pick. We'll see what happens with his pick.
Richie always has some cool and interesting picks. I kind of look forward to his picks. Oh, and Magic too, but Richie's always kind of like, oh damn, okay, that's cool. Never thought
Mhm.
of that, but I like
And then,
sets.
yeah, and our last reveal for this week is AJ with Overnight Finance. So, Overnight Finance, they're the ones who offer USD Plus. And essentially, it's a stable coin you can hold that gives you a little bit of yield. It's very, very small. It might be 2 or 3%, I think. But you can also use it in a lot of places on base. I know XtraFi has quite a few pools that use USD Plus, I think. Um, so Overnight Finance, their token OVN, yeah, what they do is they offer these yield generating stable coins to give you a safer, predictable return. Automated, very easy to earn the yield. But again, it is very small yield when you're comparing it to any other crypto thing. But again, it's a stable coin, so it's meant to be. So the main utility is obviously staking it for yield, and they do have some governance aspects as well. But yeah, Overnight Finance, we've had an OVN USD plus pair in the past with Monstro Farms. It did okay for us till everything crashed on the altcoins, but it never really had enough volatility to get a lot of fees. It was pretty stable. So, and let's just see how they're looking right now. So overnight's at about $46. They've been green this month. The past month they're up 20%, and for the past year 128%. So yeah, they've done quite well. This will be another one where this will be their first bull cycle. They came out in October 23, so definitely during the bear market, and we'll see how they go. Their current market cap looks like it's circulating is just under 1 million, but fully diluted is 45 million, which is still small for a finance project. So if their TVL continues to grow, let's see what their TVL is if we can spot it. Um, 77 million looks like. And actually, the USD Plus APY, okay, APY means you have to compound it daily for a year, but it is 10.32% now. They also have an ETH Plus, which is 3.47%. So, yeah, you can see, interesting. I think they changed their website recently because I remember it being very different, the colors. Yeah, they have 77 million TVL, and the market cap is fully diluted 45 million. Generally, a higher TVL than market cap means it's a bullish sign, like there's room to grow
Mm.
there. So
Yeah, that sounds awesome. They sound like they have their things in order. It's just a bit of a slow kind of gradual climb, which is nice. It's not a pump and dump kind of thing. Just that they're taking their time to roll out things and get their TVL up instead of focusing on their token price, which is cool.
yeah, so those are the picks for this week. You can see that some of them, the names are starting to get bigger and more recognizable, and that'll continue as we go through each week, I'm sure, because a lot of the high risk is on the smaller allocation side. And then, as we get bigger, it's some bigger names and lower risk and more safe bets. So, all right, let's see if anyone wants to, ask a question. Now's your time. Otherwise, we will end this and get on with our day.
Looks like we don't have any questions.
All right, then. Well, no problem. So we'll give Crypto Vault. If you have any questions on any of this or comments
Uh,
or criticisms, feel free. And then if not, start from the beginning. No, I have a crazy migraine today, so I am not starting anything over. That's what I
what,
get
what?
for packing until past midnight tonight, last night. And then now I have no more bed. So it was,
Oh
it was a
no,
rough night.
we just sleep on the couch, on the floor.
No, I reassembled the owner of this house's bed, but let's just say it's made for children, I think.
Oh no.
So I was very worried about breaking it.
Is it off?
All right, so we'll throw out one last reminder that today was our complete 1 year of payouts since we started Monstro Farms. And tomorrow we're going to have our anniversary party. So please join us if you can. There will be prizes, there will be virtual cake, there will be, a year in review kind of look, stats, a look ahead, answer obviously anyone's questions and such. So, yeah, if you can make it, we would love to have you. And we'll definitely have some of the team on. Maybe guests will drop in, maybe they won't. We never know.
It'll be on Discord.
Oh, yeah, it'll be on Discord. Hey, just as we said it, Monsters Universe wrote it.
Yeah.
Oh, what's my favorite? Oh, well, I see. What's your favorite pick for this week? Yeah, let's answer what's our favorite picks. Let me look through them quickly again. So we have Overnight, we have Sats, we have Archie, we have Tau, we have Swarm, we have Toshi, we have Matisse, we have Sidus, we have Hive Mapper, we have Spell Token, and we have Toncoin. Oh, and Pal AI. I think, as much as I hate Telegram, I'm going to go with Toncoin because when you have that many users, there's just so much you can do, and roll out to, and you have instant user base. So, yeah, I'm going to go with Toncoin as my pick from all of these ones. And what about you, Alpha?
I think I'll probably go with, let's see. I think I'll go with either, I think I'll go with Toshi. Yeah, I think I'll go with Toshi. because cat memes
Me, are you a
are
cat
all the
lover by
rage.
any chance?
I have a cat, so I kind of have to, appreciate being a cat person.
Yeah. Now I have to ask, if you're a cat person and you live alone and you're male, I don't know if you live alone or any of that stuff, but I have heard that you're obviously a sociopath then.
Oh no. Okay, good thing I'm not alone. I'm just
Okay,
most of the
then we
time
get
alone.
it passed.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Uh
Well, thank you, Evan, and thank you for especially those who participate a little bit and comment. So, Cryptovault and Richard, and some of the guys at the beginning whose names I've forgotten, but I can find if I scroll up. We know Duff was there for a while, and Eve Newmayer, and some other people. So, thanks, everyone, and have a monstrous day.
yeah. Bye.